A young girl is collecting empty bottles from a pile of scrap when a kind woman walks up behind her and says, "Here, sweetheart, you can take this bottle too." The moment he sees the girl, he freezes in shock and says, "You, what are you doing here?" The girl panics and starts running away, but the man quickly grabs her hand and says, "Wait, don't run, just stay for a minute." The wife walks over, looks at them suspiciously, and asks, "Honey, who is this girl? Do you two know each other?" The husband takes a deep breath and says sadly, "She's my daughter from my first marriage." The wife says in complete shock, "What? You have a daughter this grown up? Why have you never told me about her?" The husband says apologetically, "I'll explain everything later. Please let me talk to her first." Turning to his daughter, he says gently, "You got accepted into college. Why are you out here collecting bottles? Let me see your admission letter." The daughter quietly hands him the letter and says, "Here it is." After reading it, the father says in amazement, "This is a great university. Then why aren't you attending?" The daughter says sadly, "Because I don't have the money to pay the tuition." The father says in confusion, "But I've been sending money every month for your education." The daughter says heartbreakingly, "Grandma always said I was just a girl and didn't need that much education. She spent every dollar you sent on my uncle's wedding and on buying a house. A few days ago, my mom left with her new husband, and they even sold our old house." The wife says sympathetically, "After everything you've been through, why didn't you let us know?" The daughter says quietly, "I called many times, but no one answered my calls or replied to my messages. I've been eating at my neighbors' houses and collecting bottles just to survive. Dad, why does everyone else have a family and a home while I'm the only one who feels like a burden?" The father says emotionally, "Something this serious happened, and you never told me?" The daughter says through tears, "I was afraid you wouldn't accept me either." The father says reassuringly, "Never say that again. You'll always be my daughter. Now tell me, how much is your tuition?" The daughter says softly, "About $10,000. The husband turns to his wife and says, "Can you bring me the money?" The wife remains silent and looks upset. The father takes out his money and says, "I have $20,000 with me. Pay your tuition first. If you need anything else, just let me know." After hearing that, the wife quietly walks away. A short distance away, she calls her secretary and says, "Bring $40 million to the company entrance immediately." The secretary replies in surprise, "Boss, why do you suddenly need such a huge amount of money?" The wife says firmly, "Don't ask questions. Just bring it right away." The daughter accepts the money and says, "Hopefully, Dad, can I live with you?" The father says uneasily, "Sweetheart, you know I have a new home now, and your stepmother is expecting a baby. It wouldn't be easy for you to live with us right now. I'll rent you a nice apartment and send you money every month." The daughter says with a broken heart, "Are you going to send me away just like Mom did?" The father says gently, "Please be patient for a little while. I promise I'll take care of everything." The daughter cries and says, "Does giving me money really fix everything? Can money take away my loneliness? Can money stop my tears? Can money replace a mother's and father's love?" The wife walks back over and says calmly, "Sweetheart, why don't you sit over there for a minute? I need to talk to your dad." The husband asks anxiously, "What are you trying to say?" The wife says seriously, "You've seen it with your own eyes. Her mother abandoned her. If you don't stand by her now, she'll have no one left in this world." The father sighs and says, "I thought I'd give her money, rent her an apartment, and support her every month so she could focus on school." The wife says firmly, "Money alone isn't enough. We're not leaving her alone anymore." Just then, the secretary arrives and says, "Boss, I've brought everything you asked for. There's also an important document that needs your approval." The wife says calmly, "All right, I'll be there in a few minutes." The husband looks at the huge amount of money in shock and asks, "What's all this for?" The wife smiles warmly and says, "Do you really think $20,000 would be enough to make things right? Absolutely not. I'm your wife now, and she's your daughter. She shouldn't have to pay the price for decisions made before I came into your life. This money is for her education, her future, and a fresh start. She deserves the same opportunities as every other child. From this day forward, we'll stand by her every step of the way." The husband says emotionally, "Honey, did you really do all of this just for my daughter? I don't know how to thank you for your kindness. You have a heart bigger than I ever imagined." The wife says lovingly, "If you had told me everything sooner, we never would have reached this point. From today on, she isn't just your daughter, she's our daughter. Together, we'll give her all the love, care, and security she's been missing, and she'll never feel alone again. We'll celebrate her successes, support her through every challenge, and always be there when she needs us. No child should ever have to wonder if they have a family that loves them." The girl has been standing nearby, listening to everything. With tears of joy in her eyes, she runs over, hugs them tightly, and cries, "Mom, Dad, thank you so much. This is the happiest day of my life. I promise I'll study hard and make both of you proud." The husband and his wife lovingly embrace their daughter, ready to begin a new life as a real family. True family isn't built by money, it's built by love, trust, and standing by each other when life gets hard. A child needs a caring heart more than anything else. What do you think about the wife's decision? And don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories about kindness, family, and humanity.